Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said his country will not surrender territory to Russia. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Tuesday, December 9th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Zelensky yesterday rejected a central Russian demand to end the war with Ukraine. President Donald Trump had also incorporated that demand into his latest peace plan proposal. After meeting with top European leaders to discuss Trump's plan yesterday, Zelensky said, quote, "Under our laws, under international law, and under moral law, we have no right to give anything away." That declaration could lead to the collapse of Trump's plan. Critics had condemned that plan as fulfilling a wish list of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Some Ukrainian officials held out hope that the negotiations could still end the war. But Trump's continuing pressure has fed fears that Ukraine's negotiating leverage is evaporating, just as Putin's forces advance on the battlefield and Zelensky's government is consumed by a corruption scandal. The Supreme Court is poised to expand President Trump's power over independent agencies. That's number 2. Yesterday, justices heard arguments over whether Trump should be allowed to fire a Democratic member of the Federal Trade Commission. The court's conservative majority seemed open to allowing the firing, and their ruling, which is expected in June or July, could have wider implications. It could limit or overturn a 90-year-old precedent that curbs the president's power to dismiss the heads of agencies which Congress set up to be independent. Liberal Justice Sonia Sotomayor expressed her concerns to the Solicitor General of the United States.
You're asking us to destroy the structure of government and to take away from Congress its ability to protect its idea that the government is better structured with some agencies that are independent.
A ruling in Trump's favor would be a major victory in his quest to exert tighter control over the federal bureaucracy and to gain more power for himself. Number 3. A police investigation faulted Representative Nancy Mace for a profanity-laced airport tirade. Mace is a South Carolina Republican who is running for governor of her state. Back in October, she made national headlines for an incident at Charleston International Airport. The Post obtained an internal investigation by the Charleston Airport Police Department, which sheds more light on what happened. According to police, Mace berated officers with profanity and demeaning insults. The report said airport employees were visibly upset. She apparently lost her temper after a misunderstanding that led to a delay in finding her police escort. A police supervisor incorrectly said Mace would be arriving in a white BMW, when in fact she was arriving in a silver BMW. Police said the airport holds a certain level of responsibility for that mistake. But the report concluded that Mace's reaction escalated the situation into a spectacle and negatively affected airport staff. Number 4. The Netflix deal to buy Warner Brothers has been challenged by a hostile bid. A few days ago, the streaming giant Netflix struck an $83 billion deal to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, Paramount Skydance has entered the ring with another offer. Paramount said it would bring an all-cash deal directly to Warner Brothers shareholders. The financial backers of the unsolicited bid include Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Paramount's CEO, David Ellison, is the son of Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison. He's one of the world's wealthiest people and a friend and supporter of Trump. Whoever gets to buy Warner Brothers, both of these offers from Paramount and Netflix present antitrust concerns. Either would give the media companies, which are already huge, even more influence. Forever chemicals could cause more infant deaths and preterm births. That's our fifth story. Forever chemicals are also known as PFAS. Those are a class of over 10,000 compounds that have been widely used in nonstick cookware, food packaging, and waterproof clothing. They have been linked to several kinds of cancer, birth defects, and damage to the liver and immune system, among other health problems. A new study offers another troubling finding about PFAS. Mothers in New Hampshire who were downstream of sites contaminated with forever chemicals experienced triple the rate of infant deaths. They also had more premature births or babies with low birth weights. That's even though the mothers living downstream from the contaminated water were from higher-income households, which are normally associated with better birth outcomes. Number 6. One Battle After Another dominated the 2026 Golden Globe nominations. The Globes are often described as Hollywood's biggest party. The tipsy, table-hopping affair takes place on January 11th on CBS. Yesterday, Paul Thomas Anderson's thriller One Battle After Another earned 9 nominations, the most of any film.
I got a tunnel. Oh, what's going on?
I need a weapon, man. All you got is goddamn nunchucks. You know where I can get a gun?
Sentimental Value and Sinners also racked up multiple nods. Audience favorite Wicked for Good didn't get tapped for Best Picture, but it did pick up some nominations for acting and Best Song. In the TV categories, White Lotus, Adolescence, and Only Murders in the Building led the charge. But only one of those made it onto our list of the 10 best shows of 2025. If you want to see the rest and see the full list of Globes nominations, head over to our newsletter. Find a link to that in our show notes. And at number 7, when it comes to your brain, adolescence lasts into your 30s. In a new study, researchers looked at around 4,000 scans from healthy people aged 0 to 90 and analyzed their brains. They identified 4 distinct turning points where the structure of the human brain changes. They happen at age 9, 32, 66, and 83, dividing the lifespan into 5 distinct phases. The phase from 9 to 32 is critical for brain development. That's when the brain switches gears and starts rewiring to become more efficient. This research adds to a growing body of work suggesting that the brain isn't fully developed or stable into our late 20s or even early 30s. And really, the brain continues to develop throughout our lives. So if you're in your early 30s and feeling a little grumpy today, you can just tell people that you're basically still a teenager. All right, you're all caught up. It's not too late to take advantage of a great deal on a subscription to the Washington Post. For a limited time, you can get unlimited access to all of the Post for only 99 cents every 4 weeks for the first year. After that, it'll cost $12 every 4 weeks. You can cancel anytime. Go to WashingtonPost.com/subscribe and grab this deal before it's gone. That's WashingtonPost.com/subscribe. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.